Hello everybody, my name is Claire. Today we haven't finished the annual bedtime story yet, but I want to share you my favorite story in this book. This book name is Bedtime Story and it has lots of it. Dizzy's first adventure? Go to pirate twins. What a lot! I had chosen my favorite story. It was Lilith Fairy Dust Hat. In page 46. So we just need to put in the 46th page. Let's find it here. Lilith Fairy Dust Hat. My favorite story about little fairy name is Lilith. Let's read it. Lilith, the little fairy, has lost her flower petal hat. I need a brand new one, she said, and flew off to look for a new one right away. The little fairy picked the first flower she came and popped it on top of her head. Wow, looks so beauty, but quite silly. I like this purple petal, but this flower looks kinda like silly. It need to be quite smaller so it can be good. How do I look? She asked a dragonfly that was hovering close by. As silly as can be, he replied. Then how about a red poppy hat? Lilith asked him when she has chosen another flower. Poppies make you sneeze, and by the way, you have a smudge of black pollen right on the end of your nose. And he fluttered back to his home by the river, tittering all the way. Oh, this one looks silly, but this poppy hat looks so cute. But this poppy made her sneeze. Oh, why did she take a daisy on her head? That looked really silly. Next, Lilith tried a daisy hat, but it was far too heavy and a wee bit old-fashioned. I think she liked fashion hat. I know, cried the little fairy. A foxglove bell would just fit me beauty. But she was wrong. The hat was so big. Lilith was lost inside and had to call for help. I know. This one looked like a beautiful bell, but it's too big for her. Because she was a little fairy. Little means a smallest. And every fairy will be small, not big. Now, the fairy queen, who always knew what's happening to every fairy. So that means fairy queen know everything about all the fairies. Was absolutely brilliant at choosing hats. For you, the softest this let down, said the fairy queen, and with a wave of her magic wand and a sprinkling of fairy dust, there was Lilith's new hat. How it sparkled and twinkled. shimmered in the sunlight. A perfect hat for my latest fairy, said the fairy queen, smiling at Lilith. Wow! Her dust hat, so beautiful. And I like the queen fairy dress. Because I like bows and flowers and puffy sleeves. So now I have shared you my favorite story in this book. Now let's summarize it. Lilith's fairy dust hat. Lilith was a fairy, the latest fairy, but she lost her hat. She chose to find her new hat. Then she flew off away to find. Lilith picked a flower and put on his head. How do I look? She asked a dragonfly nearby. Silly as it looked, the dragonfly said. Then she popped another poppy hat. How do I look now? She said. The dragonfly said, poppies make you sneeze. Then she's quite confused. So she know a hat. It was a foxglove bow hat. She think the foxglove bow hat was beautiful for. Wait, no. She chosen a daisy hat first, though. When she was choosing a poppy hat, then she chose the daisy hat. But the daisy hat was too heavy and quite bit old-fashioned. Then she think up a foxglove bow hat. She think that foxglove bow hat was beautiful for her, but she was wrong. That hat was too big, so she was lost inside. Then she need to call for help. Then she come to the fairy queen. The fairy queen always know what happening to every fairy. When she know Lilith wants a new hat, she waved her magic wand. Then some fairy dust go on her hat. It's sparkling and glittering, really beautiful in the sunlight. Then the fairy queen said, "Softly hat for you." She smiled. The end. Goodbye. I think you like my favorite story. It's about fairy. And I wish I am a fairy. I can fly everywhere I want. Bye-bye. And look at the forest. I love it.